Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel. Obviously, this is Pro Wrestling Logic. We've got nearly 2,200 of these audios available for your listening pleasure. Wide variety of topics, old school, new school, all points in between. This is the Wrestling Challenge Review Series. The 15th of August, 1993 is where we are here, and continuing to have a pretty good foray run. Again, most of 94 is also up, so we'll be here for at least another 50, 60 episodes, something like that. Anyway, 815 in 90 in 93 is right before SummerSlam. Of course, SummerSlam, pretty big deal here. And obviously having that SummerSlam run and all of the wonder that is super valuable. We kind of move through into SummerSlam, getting ready for SummerSlam, and we move to the Open with a Men on a Mission match. Men on a Mission, of course, new to the area, having come from the USWA, and Jerry Lawler's recommendation. Obviously, Mabel and Mo, a interesting 90s run there. And of course, Mabel and Mo doing the rap gimmick, facing off against some enhancement talents, and certainly having the fans in pretty consistent run there. Also on this show, Razor Ramon guests on the King's Court, in which he discusses his upcoming match with Ted DiBiase at SummerSlam, including a special report segment showing highlights of Lex Luger and the world champion Yokozuna contract signing from Monday Night's Raw, featuring also vignettes of Ludwig Borga, including WrestleMania music video from WrestleMania the album, a SummerSlam report in which Marty Jannetty versus Ludwig Borga is announced, and also Tag Team Champions Rick and Scott Steiner versus the Heavenly Bodies is also announced. Man on a Mission, Oscar defeating Reno Riggins and Gus Kateris, 239. Mabel pins Kateris after being pushed onto him by Mo from the top rope, basically a modified avalanche-style splash. Ouch for him. Anyway, Mabel not being allowed to show as much athleticism as he did the first few weeks with things like the spin wheel kick, but that comes back sooner or later. It's always interesting when Vince McMahon tries to modify what he wants his talents to do after he's begun to push them. It's just always weird to me that becomes a thing. But anyway, kind of foraying forward into things, and Mabel is pretty assertive, managing there to get things going in accordance with things, and manages to hit a splash along the way. And obviously Oscar on the outside cheering them along. Pretty big deal. Then we go to the event center. The event center, obviously a big deal here. The tag team champions, Steiner Brothers and the Head Shrinkers, going into this house show match in the New York market. Also, we move to Shawn Michaels against Razor Ramon for the Intercontinental title. And that is the beginning of, I think, the beginning or around the beginning of their program. Obviously, Marty, the 1-2-3 Kid being talked about. He's going to face Doink upcoming, and the 1-2-3 Kid getting on the road is exciting for fans, and certainly a major form change from WWF general stuff, as obviously Kid, the smallest guy outside of the little people to ever be given a push in the company on a consistent basis. And of course, Adam Bomb up next with Johnny Polo. I don't know where that character was supposed to go. Never really caught on, I don't think, the way that they wanted it to. Adam Bomb, though, managing to go at an adversary here. Bomb defeating Scott Depress, 138, with a power bomb, modified jumping, leaping slingshot clothesline. Johnny Polo, also aka known as Raven, pretty big deal there for him to get that opportunity. The Bushwhackers defeating Barry Horowitz and Blake Beverly, 231. Butch pins Horowitz following the battering ram after Blake threw his partner back into the ring following a miscommunication between the two. I guess the other manager or the other part of the Beverleys has been sent home or injured or something. Just seems interesting there. Bushwhackers, though, obviously in the match, very basic punch kick stuff. Also, before we get there, though, highlight videos and other such things. Managing to get things going there, and I mean, trying to get everything together as it were, and ultimately the highlights of the Yokozuna contract signing with Lex Luger is a pretty big thing. Of course, they intersperse that from Raw, and then we see a Bam Bam Bigelow enhancement match here. Bigelow, who isn't really doing a great deal of a lot there. They're hyping the upcoming six-man tag team match with the Smoking Guns and Tatanka, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Headshakers at the SummerSlam event, and Razor Ramon has completed his babyface turn by this point, a couple weeks before SummerSlam, which as a kid I was a major fan of because I'd met him in November of the previous year and was super excited to see he was finally doing, well, nice, goodish guy things. Anyway, so we move forward into Ludwig Borga managing to, have I guess you'd say a video package here. They're basically showing his dominance and basically getting him ready for Lex Luger eventually by the end of the year. As they cool off the Yokozuna feud and then heat it back up as needed. Bushwhackers coming back, as mentioned, just for a short run. WrestleMania music video, I think the second version of which, I don't know if they just took people out of the first version or what that looks like, but anyway, they are super happy with that album at the time. Album I did, in fact, own. Yokozuna and Lex Luger, part of the SummerSlam main event. And, of course, the SummerSlam report focuses on Bret Hart basically saying he does not condone anything Lawler has said. They hyped the six-man tag team match, which I think is the first time it's announced here. Also, the Razor and Ted DiBiase match, and Marty Jannetty and Ludwig Borga. SummerSlam 93, not as bad as I remember. Anyway, Mike Busey, a.k.a. Nova, and Mike Maldonado managing to get pretty well beat up by the Quebecers. Jacques and Pierre, a pretty regular team here, and some basic double team maneuvers along the way. Jacques Rougeau taking the majority of things, drop kick, and then a modified somersault deal there. We go to a event center deal. Bam Bam Bigelow and Mr. Perfect has been talked about and is discussed. And they go at talking about each other. 1, 2, 3 Kid and Bastion Booger upcoming as well on the house show circuit tour. Not exactly going to be a barn burner match there. We'll be back with more right after this.